today's snowy adventure, we are exploring a part of America that has been permanently frozen in the 1940s. Today we are exploring an abandoned rest stop. This rest stop includes a long abandoned gas station, a two-story motel later used as apartments, and of course, the diner, beautifully decaying for several decades and a living museum of former American culture. Between the years of 1920 and the late 1950s, this stop did great business resting travelers and filling the empty stomachs of tired road trippers far away from home. It was when the U.S. highway system was introduced when this stop started to see its downfall. In the 1950s, built right next to the old route, was America's finest new invention, the United States interstate system. Travelers now never pass through town, just seeing the shining lights of the diner as they'd fly by at night, without even seeing an exit to get off. The United States interstate system caused a lot of small towns a decline in population and business. And this decline in traffic in front of the rest stop gradually brought all the properties to abandonment as of 2021, leading to the tiny little ghost town you see today. Alright, so we just made it inside of the diner. I saw a cat as I was coming in. It was just sitting on the counter looking out of the window, and as I come in here, I could smell cats are using this place as shelter. It smells like urine. Not gonna be in here long. A lot of noises around me. I think it's the wind. There's like 20, 30 mile per hour winds here today. So, yeah, I guess the cats are using this as shelter and there's a lot of noises. But we're going to explore this place. It's very post-apocalyptic in here. There's also the hotel next door and there's a playground in the back. So there's some really cool vibes here. Let's walk around. And this building is quite old. I don't know what that noise is. But there's a lot of decay in here. Gonna watch where our heads go. Oh, there's a cat.
Oh, it scared me. We have an orange cat in here. Wow. This diner is something.
We have a payphone over here by the entrance. It looks like they stacked a bunch of chairs to blockade the entrance, but this is where you would walk in and you would get your menu and wait to be seated. You have a menu here. See the pancakes. I know this place shut down in 2004, so those are the prices we're going to be seeing. I love the color theme in here. The pink and the emerald green. You could hear the wind whistling through the doors. Got a pretty fancy light fixture above us. This place is very fancy. In its heyday it was, at least. It's seen better days, but it's a complete time capsule. A near museum of just the past, just frozen. It's so amazing to see this, and it's so sad because no buildings like this are ever going to be recreated. These are timeless, one of a kind, and they're disappearing right in front of our eyes. So this was the common area. There'd be a lot of tables like this octagon one all around. And I saw the cat on that ledge right there. It was an orange cat. Kind of looked like Garfield, and it scurried this way. I'm sure he's hiding either outside or in the basement maybe at this point. But just wanted to check out this area before we head to the main attraction, which is the bar. This was a beautiful room at one point, but you could see what water does to the place. Wow. It's actually kind of hard to breathe up here. Yeah. There's a lot going on. This place isn't going to be holding on too many more winters, so I'm thankful to be here right now while it's still standing and untouched from vandalism. Over here, you'd have the bakery items, donuts, cakes, pastries, microwave. You have a milkshake machine. All this is stainless steel. Let's go behind the counter here. Yeah, these are definitely milkshake machines, Hamilton Beach. Got the ice cream machine here too, Silver King. Everything in here is silver. Let's see what drinks they have. Looks like a whole lot of off-brand soda. Looks like they had Pepsi on the right, 7-Up, Slice, root beer, water, Diet Cola. But they went off-brand at one point. There's still coffee beans at the bottom of the coffee machine. That's been there for 20 years. You guys want a cup? That's unreal. And we have, looks like a whole sundae area for ice cream sundaes. Nice little detail here above the bar, just that little piece of, don't know what you'd call that, maybe copper or something? Or bronze? Nice little touch though. I really love everything about here. The colors, the tabletop, the hardwood, the stainless steel. It's like the perfect era that it's completely forever trapped in. The seats are still pretty clean. Wow. That is a beautiful and haunting sight at the same time. A place so beautiful and timeless. Check out these light fixtures on every table. Pretty fancy. Gold trim. Even kind of has like a neon wraparound. I wonder if those were actually on. This place would probably look really cool at night. I wonder if there's any historical or old pictures of this place I could find. Over here, pretty sure this is what was an ice cream case. All of this. And then we have the toppings here, syrup and other stuff. Peek into the bathroom. It's a small bathroom, nothing to really brag about. So you just got a little booth at the end here, and you have the restrooms, and that's it. A small town rest stop diner. Probably enough to fit about 50 to 100 people, probably in between that. Wasn't supposed to be a lot here. This is a small building, but obviously what you've seen packs a huge punch when it comes to historical preservation, museum-like quality as far as history untouched. This is a level of its own, S tier if you will. It doesn't get better than this. Diners like this, they cannot be emulated. They're timeless. Their style, their design. People would come here on the side of the road on journeys in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s without phone service, not knowing when their food source was coming, and they probably saw the glistening lights of the diner, and many people probably stopped here and called this place home for a meal, stopped at the motel. Now all there is to explore is the motel across the way, the playground behind it. It's very Silent Hill in this area, this region that I'm in. Feels like I'm the last person alive, and this snowy, windy environment is just adding to that. So here in the kitchen, we have a bunch of creaking because of all this rusty metal. It's all swaying from the wind. So many places for a cat to hide in here. There's the back freezer, but we're not going to go over there. The whole floor is covered with ice and grease and the combination of the two. So I'm not going to fall into a rusty piece of metal. Wow, somebody was living in here. Got a whole stove top over there, and you actually have a huge stash of food in that closet. I guess this would be really good shelter for somebody homeless, 'cause that's what it looks like. Yeah, this looks rough. There could be people in some of these houses. Yeah, look at that. That all looks pretty new. All that peanut butter. There's so much food in here. All that tomato sauce, vegetable. This might be somebody's like stash spot. That's incredible. There's this much food left behind. Very apocalyptic. Looks like whoever was in here was off that Scooby snack pack. Yeah. Let's see if any of the other rooms here are any better. I didn't even notice that little stuffed animal shrine over there. You have so many just sitting on that chair. I guess those are the person's friends who he lived here with. Kind of looks like he put them up there to look at him. But what a rough spot somebody must have been to be living in this dingy motel room. So you got an abandoned swing set over there, yellow, blue, and red. All rusted chains swinging in the wind. We have some more apartments or hotel rooms to check out. This could have been low-income apartments at one time too. The good thing is there's no footprints, and this is like 2-inch high snow. Yeah. This looks like it was definitely apartments. It's too set up in here. Wow. I'm gonna be really careful because I'm almost positive there's a pool over here. Because I think on overhead satellite view I saw a pool. I was gonna walk over here, but I'm a little scared because I'm not even sure where it is right now. But this huge open space, it could be a pool, I'm not sure. There could be grass growing on top of the tarp at this point. But this place is run down, and I think I see evidence of fire damage up on that roof. You could see it all charred and black. That's probably why this place shut down. Wow, yeah, this is a crack house. All that garbage in the rooms. Maybe it was like one homeless guy and he was just living in each room until he trashed it. And then he moved on to the next one. I doubt can't be anybody in here at this point. It's too cold. The winters get down to like nearly 0 degrees. Oh, look at all the decay in here. Whoa! That's wild. The floor, you could just see the ice. There's clothes hanging on the ceiling. And you could take a look at the icicles. Mold icicles. Moldsicles. Oh God, it smells so bad. Another room. This looks identical to the other one because look at the closet. I'm not gonna walk in this room, but the closet's stacked with food. All garbanzo beans. I could see it from here. There's so much food here. There's a giant dog cage in here. I wish I knew when this place shut down. Oh, here we go. December 2021. Wow. I have a feeling that's from like a scrapper, but there's even a mask hanging on the wall. Look at that. I've never seen that in an abandoned house. That's actually really weird. Abandoned in 2021 with the COVID mask still hanging by the door, ready to go. That's pretty wild. This person had a lot of DVDs. You got Family Guy, just a lot of physical media, but it's all left here. It's possible that there was a fire here in 2021. It's just crazy to see how fast places decay. And that's the end. I guess we'll walk around the corner here. We have a creek flowing. I guess we could check that out while we're back here. Yeah, this is a pretty nice little stop on the side of the road. If I was traveling America in the 40s, the 50s, this would have been a nice side of the road stop to get your mind, rest a bit at this motel. I could see little pitter-pattered footsteps over there. I'm sure that's where the cat comes to drink some fresh water and live in the abandoned motel and diner. This is a very 1970s chair. Check out the armrest and the legs, just completely made of wood, overlapping each other on the armrest. That's pretty good craftsmanship. But unfortunately, this chair is just sitting out here. I just realized there's a second story, so there's more building that we could check out. We'll walk around the corner here and get a view. Look how much my foot's sinking into the snow. It's like well down by my ankles. Here we are. Woo, it's windy. Looks like they're empty. At least that one is. All the other ones look like they're locked up. That's a pretty cool design right there. At this abandoned gas station, you have a full RV sitting here, and somebody installed like a wooden roof on top of it. So somebody was really living in here. Just some vehicles stored at this old gas station. Try to do the intro right here. Hopefully there's not a lot of wind because there's like 21-mile-per-hour winds here. It's pretty much a ghost town, and it felt like one today. Just a completely icy, post-apocalyptic type of rest stop on the side of the road, one that kind of takes you right back to the past. A lot of the times when you're traveling America, you see old towns just stuck in the past. A lot of them like this, run down and kind of a shell of what they used to be. But this one was special. You don't really get stuff like that diner. This motel was just the cherry on top, And, you know, the reasons it's abandoned is just another reason why a lot of things are abandoned in America. Reutilization of old things is just not something that happens here. New highways are built, the old ways of transportation are lost, and, you know, things go abandoned. But documenting them like this is a way of preserving them for people who appreciate history and for people who want to learn about history in their own backyard. So if you guys found something enjoyable about this video, leave a thumbs up, comment down below what you thought, and that's going to be it. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one, and until then, peace out.